Hi, everybody. I'm Pierre Bouvard, Chief Insights Officer at the Audioactive Group here at Cumulus Media in Westwood One. Now, are you looking to add impact and reach to your March-April media plan? Well, look no further than NCAA March Madness. We're excited to bring you the latest edition of our 2025 NCAA Basketball Listening Report. And March Madness is right around the corner. Selection Sunday kicks off Sunday, March 16th, and then you're running right into the first, second round, Sweet 16, Elite 8 at the end of the month, and then the big stuff, the Final Four, and the championship are in early April. So, three key things you need to know about Westwood One's NCAA March Madness audience. First of all, it is mass reach. 20 million different unique audience reached across the entire season. It is an on-the-go audience. Folks that are consuming March Madness away from home, half of them are exposed to the Westwood One broadcast. And this radio audience is affluent. They are over-indexed on income. They are over-indexed on education and employment. So let's dig a little deeper into the profile of the NCAA overall audience. You can see it is upscale, educated, and employed. If you compare the radio audience against the overall NCAA audience, you can see that they are just more into March Madness. When asked to rate the tournament on a 1 to 10 scale of don't follow it closely at all to 10, love it, and you look at the people that rate it 8 or higher, the audio audience rates the tournament 32% more likely to be super fans. And the audio audience is consuming more games and following the tournament all the way through. For you, the advertiser, this means you have on the radio a very engaged audience, and that really elevates your marketing effectiveness. Now, comparing the profile of the tournament audience on TV to radio, the radio audience is younger, more likely to be employed, bigger households, more likely to have kids. And when you have bigger households, you're going to have more purchase consumption than the average. And if we take a look at these MRI Simmons sports engagement attributes, and you compare the TV audience to the radio audience, the radio audience is simply more sports passionate. They're more likely to have a sports app, more likely to do fantasy sports, more likely to actually physically attend sports events. And if you look at that right-hand column, on every single attribute of sports engagement, the radio audience is just simply more passionate. That's good news for you, the advertiser, because that elevates the impact of your ads. This highly engaged audience, not surprisingly, more likely to be sports bettors. And when you look at purchases and people being in the market, it's the audio audience that is more likely to be in the market for a new vehicle, for consumer electronics, for home remodeling, or buying the first house. In fact, MRI Simmons shows across all of these attributes, the radio NCAA audience is way above the national average on index and outperforms television. In addition, the audio audience are influencers. They're influential when it comes to purchase decisions of other people. So not only does your ad impact this incredibly engaged audience, it also impacts all the other people that these NCAA radio listeners impact. Now, from a reach perspective of people that are into the NCAA, the Westwood One broadcast is reaching 1 out of 3 overall NCAA fans. And if you take a look at younger demographics, radio actually outperforms TV in reach. So if you are focused on younger demographics and the sports audience, look no further than Westwood One's March Madness broadcast. Nielsen conducted a major analysis of the reach accumulation of the Westwood One broadcast using their portable people meter. And you can see as you look across the schedule, once you get into March Madness, the reach jumps and soars. In fact, across the entire season, The NCAA on Westwood One reaches 20 million people. And when you look at the audio audience and you look at out-of-home locations like the car, work, or some other place, it is the audio audience and the audio broadcast that is really giving people the best available screen when they're away from home. The other benefit of the NCAA March Madness platform is it complements and supplements any investments you're making on the video side of the house. It generates incremental reach and it generates amplified frequency. And across the years, there have been dozens of case studies conducted by Nielsen to look at the brand effect and sales effect of advertising in the March Madness on Westwood One. An auto parts manufacturer saw significant lifts in brand recognition, brand images, and ad recall for the entire media plan. A motorcycle manufacturer saw elevated ad recall, search and site traffic, and increased purchase intent. So the Westwood One NCAA audience is engaged, passionate. It has desirable on-the-go consumers, and your investment generates significant incremental reach and amplified frequency. The three key takeaways: this is a massive reach platform for your brand, 20 million people exposed over the season. And for the busy on-the-go consumers, the Westwood One broadcast is a major platform. Half of the folks that are consuming March Madness away from home are dipping in to the Westwood One broadcast, and it generates a very affluent audience, income, education, and highly employed. The Audio Active Group here at Cumulus Media and Westwood One is a full-service national brand advisory. And we focus on measurement, helping our advertising partners measure brand effect, search and site attribution, sales effect, and most importantly, creative effectiveness with creative pre-testing. Each and every week, the Audio Active Group publishes a new audio case study and insight. You can find it on our blog at cumulusmedia.com or westwood1.com. And when you're there, you can sign up to get the weekly audio insight and case study sent directly to your email box. Thanks so much for the opportunity to share with you the 2025 NCAA March Madness listening study. Thanks so much.